Hi there, welcome to this video where we're going to look at deploying a Flutter web application onto Firebase hosting. So I have a Flutter web app here. It's a small representation of Google. It isn't finished, just a few things I was playing around with. We can do things like type inside of the box, we can click sign in, go through a fake sign up flow, and so on. But what if I wanted to show this to someone else so that they could take a look too? Well, Firebase hosting is great for that. It's also great for literally hosting your web projects. And that's exactly what we're going to look at in this video. So prior to getting started, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. You'll keep up to date with more Flutter content. And of course, you can check out our Discord and Flutter study group inside of the description. With that being said, let's jump over to the terminal to install the Firebase tools if we haven't already done that. So here we are, and we can say npm install -g, and we want the Firebase -tools. Now, of course, you will need Node for this. This will essentially go ahead and get the Firebase tools, install it globally on your machine so that we can type Firebase. Now we can go ahead and say Firebase and Net inside of the directory that you want to deploy. It'll ask you which features do you want to use with the CLI. We only want to use the hosting feature, so we'll scroll down to hosting, press the spacebar and then enter. We'll then be asked whether we want to use an existing project or create a new project. We're going to say use an existing project. I'm then going to scroll to the project that I want. I'll hit enter, and now we'll be asked which directory do we want to use as our public directory. We'll say build/web because that's where our assets get built to within Flutter. We'll hit enter. We will configure this as a single page application, and after that you can see that the Firebase initialization has been completed. So I'm on one of the latest versions of Flutter. You can see that by typing Flutter channel to see which channel you're currently on. I'm on dev, which I think is 118xx, and that allows me to say inside of the Flutter directory flutter build web. This will go ahead and compile our Flutter application for the web inside of the build directory that we discussed earlier. When that has been completed, we can take a look at the file structure. We should see a build directory, and inside of build, we have another folder called web. If we see the interweb, we can see we have things like an index.html, a main.dart.js, and so on. We can go back to the main folder, and from the main folder, we want to say Firebase deploy. We only want to deploy the hosting. By doing that, I'll go ahead and deploy our build/web directory, and we'll be able to select the hosting URL here inside of the terminal. If we go ahead and do that, you can see we now have this Flutter web application over on Firebase hosting. You can share this link with your friends. You can deploy your production applications over to Firebase hosting just like that. Hit the subscribe button to stay updated. Let me know what you think inside of the comments. And until next time, I'll see you soon in the next one.